In earlier videos, we've taken a look at all the things that are necessary to be right before we can go for a trial for ignition. Pressure switch has to be on, the limit switch has to be closed. Everything has to be ready for it. Now what we're going to do, everything appears to be ready to do a trial for ignition. So now we're going to start a trial for ignition and check to see if the burner comes on.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to try for ignition and see if the flame comes on normally. So everything's ready to go. All you have to do is fire this thing up, but we're not finished checking safeties, because this thing has got to be sure that once the hot surface igniter has lit the flame, that the flame actually does light and that it proves it's on. Now we're warming up our hot surface igniter. You should see it start to glow here in a minute. There it is. Now it's going to light the burners. Once those burners have lit, now they lit, you can hear them run, and they have proved flame. However, if it doesn't prove flame, then we have a shutdown series, and I'm going to go over that next. Okay, now what I've done here, I've disconnected the wire from the hot surface igniter, so it's not going to glow. The furnace doesn't know it's not glowing. But the gas valve just came on, no flame. And then you just heard the gas valve shut off. It shut off because the flame sensor did not sense flame. If the burners had come on and it still shut off, then you may have a flame sensor problem. But our situation here is there's something wrong in the system. Either the hot surface igniter is open and won't glow, or the board has not allowed power to go to the hot surface igniter. In either case, the hot surface igniter did not come on, so when the burner started, or when the gas valve came on, then there was no flame sensed within the trial for ignition period, and so it shut down. Now it's going to try 3 times. Now if you notice this, it's just tried the second time. If you notice, the light down there is blinking a call for heat. It's not blinking a flame failure code, because this thing's going to try 3 times before it gives up. Once that 3rd trial has been made, then the furnace is going to shut down and it'll go into hard lockout. This is what we call soft lockout here. Didn't leave the flame on, but it's still trying. It's going to try again. I'm trying to heat up that hot surface igniter and get the flame to go. Gas valve on. Gas valve off. Okay, that's the 3rd time. Now, watch that light. Okay, 2 things have happened here. I'm going to shut this off so it doesn't make so much noise. But you'll notice you got a 2-blink code. All right. Because of that, tube link code is telling you that there was no flame sensed. So, why did the fan come on? The fan came on because it's trying to signal the homeowner that there's something wrong with the furnace. You'll get this where a customer will call and you'll say, well, the fan blows all the time and it doesn't blow any warm air. It's always blowing cold air. Okay, that's a signal that this thing is giving to the homeowner that there's a problem in this system that's going to have to be dealt with. So when that fan comes on, that's an indication of a flame failure issue. Next, we'll check the flame rod.